Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. One of the things that most of the people in this world dreaming about is marriage. By marriage, we will experience the peak of the romantic relationship because it is religiously sacred and make our relationship in the field of law legal. Indeed, marriage itself is not easy, and many people, well, I mean, all of the people will be challenged when they get married. As a result, ladies and gentlemen, not likely the people in this world fails with the marriage. Even worse, in my opinion, they are not comfortable with their marriage itself. Then, how could a marriage that initially we considered as the peak of the romantic relationship, when you will spend your life with the person that you love, then it turned out to be a disaster. Ladies and gentlemen, let me deliver my arguments about marriage. Because, in my opinion, there are two important aspects that have to be possessed before we get married, which are financial and mental. And lack or flaw in both of these aspects will make the possibility of the marriage failure in the modern era. To start with, I will explain why financial stability is inevitable to be possessed before marriage, since we live in a modern era. To fulfill our necessity for life and survive in this life is required financially. Afterwards, I will illustrate how mental maturity or mental stability is very crucial for marriage, because the mental maturity is required to face the dynamics of the marriage. And then I will conclude my speech, then finish this speech itself. Money could not buy happiness. No money, absolutely unhappy. Well, by I said financially stable does not mean that we have to own a lot of money or become crazy rich. Because financial stable means that we can fulfill our necessities and have enough savings. Since we live in the modern era, it is inevitable that to survive, financial health is very crucial. Moreover, when we are married, there will be a lot of expenditures that we have to fulfill, such as the necessity of board, food, and clothing, or in Bahasa we call it as the sandang, pangan, dan papan. Furthermore, there will be an amenability in which only carried by married couples. And this experience called as the raising a children. Well, I'm not intended to become a taboo, but honestly, raising a children is require a lot of financial capital, and it coexists with parental responsibility, such as morality to raise a good children. Not to make it look like a materialistic, but financial stability will help every parent to raise their children adequately, since they will be able to provide enough, let's say, nutrition and proper education for them. Then, to strengthen my argument, ladies and gentlemen, according to Indonesia Supreme Court, from 400,000 divorce lawsuits, financial or economic problem become the most causes. Into a broader extent, a problem that considered as a personal or family relationship due to the failure of marriage, indicated by lack of financial support and children that raised inadequately, could generate a problem for the people around us. It could raise social impacts such as the abandonment of children because of the divorce. Thus, let's open our consciousness about the importance of stability before marriage, and please be financially stable when we have the plan to get married. Now let's move to the importance of mental stability before marriage. When we are married, we will face the condition that we never experienced before. Among that condition, there will be moments that requires our maturity and patience. Since marriage consists of a couple that having differences, thus distance is very likely to happen in the marriage. And the distance could user the conflicts in a marriage itself. Then how you respond the distance in a marriage will show your mental stability. Ladies and gentlemen, it is many found that a marriage couple with domestic violence, since one of the spouse throw the temper tantrums, consequently, it is bad for the marriage itself and will harm the marriage. Moreover, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the things that you have to consider. Our children could be affected because of our mental instability. The use of violence verbally or physically will make them having a traumatic memories that could harm their entire life. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, a recent study by the Psychiatric Quarterly shows that characters reflects the children's personality, and what children sees from their father is totally their nature based. Therefore, this is a note for the man that if we are mentally unstable, in which it will affect our behavior to be messy and be hereditary to our children, please prepare your mentality before you get married. After we know the importance of mental stability, ladies and gentlemen, so I will believe that it is obvious to understand that this is one of the components that people should have before marriage. Now let's move to the conclusion. To sum up, everyone must have wanted an ideal and also prosperous marriage. Thus, financial and mental stability will help them to attain it. By having financial stability, the couple could bear with their family basic necessity such as household and children's needs. Furthermore, the dynamics of the marriage require a mental stability since the distance is inevitable and we have to mentally stable to face it. Moreover, we have to avoid it because the impact of mental instability such as violence to the children make the mental instability uh, be the things that we have to avoid. To finish my speech, let me deliver this quotation. Don't be blinded by the puppy love. Before you get married, you should prepare yourself as well as knowing your partner financial status and mental. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.